Welcome to Family Basics 101. I'm Dr. Bruce McClure, and as we continue our series entitled 5 Things That Matter, today we will talk about people as one of the 5 things that critically matter. People have purpose, and people with purpose really matter. People have abilities to do things unique from any other person in this universe. People are those belonging to a place, a culture, a class, a language, and this is according to the Webster Meridian Dictionary as a simplistic definition of people. People are seen by some as those who identify only with the specific norms of one culture, one class, one language, or one location. In other words, there are individual people who say, unless you are exactly like me, unless you think exactly as I do, unless you see the world exactly as I see it, then there are people who will not readily identify others as being people as they are. People, according to researchers, are all traceable back to one common maternal DNA, and that's true throughout the ages. Researchers have also found that the beginning of people appear to have begun somewhere in the continent of Africa. And what research has also discovered in terms of the real existence of mankind is that it is not millions of years upon millions of years, but it's actually somewhere around 150 to 200,000 years, and that's stretching it. So researchers such as those at Rice University have found that within every person there are 37 genes that rarely change. Yet within those genes there is a hypervariable region that changes fast enough that it creates a unique time sequence for a unique DNA within every individual born, including identical twins. Every individual has a unique DNA stamp, and yet every individual's DNA is traceable back to one maternal strand of DNA. And this is from Rice University's Dr. Merrick Kimball, who is a professor of statistics. When we talk about 5 things that matter as it relates to people, people are the laborers who provide replenishing of people. People are the keepers of animals. People are the keepers of birds. People are the keepers of fish. People are the keepers of fowl. In essence, people are the keepers of everything that's in this earth. So people really matter. People are those who do daily research. People are those individuals who explore daily, develop new products, and they develop these new products from things that are already in existence, the natural resources that are already contained within the universe. People matter because it's people who really keep not only the world going, but people actually are directly involved in keeping the health and the welfare of people going. People are the ones who are the only ones that are created to contain a collective set of memories, a collective set of emotions, compassion, empathy, the ability to forgive, show mercy, to show sorrow, to show remorse, and on and on. So when we look at people, people really matter. Because in this great universe, it's people who are able to convey these emotions to other people in such a manner that other people understand what is trying to be communicated. In the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verses 26, 27, and 28, God also understood that people matter. And one of the reasons that the universe, the world, values people, not always as it should, but one of the reasons that people need people is really found in the Word of God. Genesis 1, beginning at verse number 26. God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness." God says, let's make man after our pattern, after our reflection, not after a flesh and blood imaging, but after those things that are intangible, the Spirit God. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female, he created them. And God also blessed them. The image of God does not look physically like people we see every day. That's not the image of God. That's flesh and blood. Flesh and blood does not have the image of God. So what does God mean? Let us create man in our image and after our likeness. People matter because the internal person is the person that God creates after himself. A person who cares. A person who loves. A person who has the ability to appreciate what is valuable. The person who's able to appreciate other people as being valuable. People who are able to appreciate other cultures as being valuable. People who are able to appreciate other ethnicities, other races as being people. All traceable back to one unique DNA maternal source. People matter because people matter to God. And whatever is important to God should always be important to the people of the world. I'll see you back in class again next time. Don't be late and don't skip class.